listening to the Give and Take Podcast. Be heard. We're listening. No banter allowed, only the facts. It's God's Child and DC Dame. Let's get into it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Give and Take Talk. We need your interactions, so follow us now. Like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Give and Take Podcast.
What's poppin'? We got that heat for your ear. We everywhere. We're WMIU Digital Radio.
Stay up with the moon when the ops asleep. 808 don't boom when we on the creep. Better wake your team up. Double back if you lag, then you might not see when the sun come up. No, you don't want none. What's done is done. Anything with the same game, gotta stay teed up. Ain't nobody with me that's obsolete. Stay up with the moon when the ops asleep. 808 don't boom when we on the creep. Better wake your team up. Double back if you lag, then you might not see when the sun come up. No, you don't want none. What's done is done. Anything with the same game, gotta stay teed up. Obsolete. Stay up with the moon when the ops asleep. 808 don't boom when we on the creep. Better wake your team up. Double back if you lag, then you might not see when the sun come up. No, you don't want none. What's done is done. Anything with the same game, gotta stay teed up. Ain't nobody with me that's obsolete. Stay up with the moon when the ops asleep. 808 don't boom when we on the creep. Better wake your team up. Double back if you lag, then you might not see when the sun come up. No, you don't want none. What's done is done. Anything with the same game, gotta stay teed up.
All right, baby, we at it again. Another show for you. Very happy to be back. Got a lot to talk about on the show today. It's Give and Take Podcast, baby. Sports talk at its best. No banter allowed. Let's get to it, all right? Got my man DC Dame here with me. Got a lot to talk about in the world of sports today. But let my man say hello to y'all so we can get it in. You know how we do. Let's go.
Yeah, you already know what's good out there, everybody. Thanks for joining us once again on Give and Take Talk. Here to bring you these upcoming week picks for the NFL. We're going to talk a little basketball and, do what we normally do, give you what's what in the world of sports. And, of course, today, still rocking hometown drip. Got another Bullets for y'all, Bullets hat, representing the DC. Even though the Wizards lost last night, they played a pretty good game, but, Atlanta wound up getting out on them. So, we'll talk about that a little later. So, yeah, let's get started, man. Ready to go.
All right, baby. We're going to start it off. We used to call this the buzz. We now call it the word. And when y'all see the show in its other format, you'll get what I'm talking about. All right, so far this is and with the word, it's the hottest now. You got Ohio State, Penn State going at it at the half. It was 14-13. Penn State has a slight lead. You had the Phillies rallying past the Astros like last night in a game that went down to the last inning. And then you also had, like my man said, the Wizards fell last night to 3-2 with the loss to the Pacers. We'll go over that, like you said. Jamar Chase, star wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals. He was able to avoid IR with his hip injury. We'll talk a little bit about that. You know, we got the Week 8 NFL locks. We call it big ticket. My man Dame going to go over that with you as well. Get you that bag if you're listening to everything he's telling you. We're going to talk about Week 8 predictions. We're going to go through the NFL trade deadline. Talk about the NBA this week. Give you our mid-season grade so far for the 2022-2023 season NFL. And then, people talking about it on the social media, so I thought it'd be a good topic to kind of, give it a little just do or whatever if you're interested into it. And that's Jake Paul tonight with his fight with Anderson Silva. Seems like he's trying to step out there and take on a little bit more. I don't know, man. Anderson might be on the back end, man, of what he doing the MMA, but I don't even think some of them dudes want to get in the ring with him. So I don't know what Jake think about.
He tripping.
Oh man, yeah. So that's the word right there, man. So make sure you stay in the know, man. Make sure you follow us on the social media, man, at Give and Take Talk. That's on Twitter and Instagram. Again, that's Give and Take Talk on Twitter and Instagram, and then you can just search for us on the Facebook platform at Give and Take Podcast, and also subscribe to our YouTube page as well. At Give and Take Podcast, and we happy, man, on the show to announce, man, all the work we've been putting into and the shows we've been giving you, man. We've been picked up by a lot of the outlets out there as far as podcasts and music is concerned. So we want to welcome Spotify. We want to welcome Amazon Music to be one of our partners soon. Be looking forward to us on the Apple podcast platform as well. We also on iHeartRadio. We on the Spreaker.com network. We also on Pod Addict as well. We'll be on Google's podcast, their new platform for music as well. And man, a bunch of other ones, man, that we, like I said, we just so happy, man, to be having those platforms accept what we do. That's just an acknowledgement. We're going to keep on top of that as well. You heard my man talk about the swag. I got to bring the swag too. Got the official cap, man, from when they won their championship some years ago. It was like, I think about...
Okay.
I see. You know what I'm saying? So we good with that. And man,
I gotta give me some Caps gear, man. I'm low on Caps gear. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give me some more Caps gear.
Yeah, so we keeping it drip for you, man. That not only with the swag, but we keeping it drip for you with the sports, man, the news, man. Keeping you in the know, keeping your pockets fat. But man, we just having fun on here, man. So, Dang, talk to him a little bit, man, about what you thinking, man. Ohio State, man. We got a update on that score at the moment. The live score or the live look in on that.
Yeah, I was just looking at it to be right now. I think they was just losing. They was down to Penn State when I just looked at it. Yeah, it's 21-16. I don't know, man. I think Ohio State might pull it out in the end. It's one of them Big Ten rivalry games. Penn State at home. Feeling good. They only lost one game, so it wouldn't be. It still would be a big upset because.
What's the line? I know they covering the line because I think.
Yeah, the line was something ridiculous, like 15 and a half. So that was too many points anyway. So I think a lot of people already knew Penn State would probably cover. So it's just one of them games where you never know. Ohio State may come back at the end in the fourth quarter and pull it out. Because they only down one score. It's only 16-21. Yeah. So, they still got a chance to win it, to still win the game. They got the ball, in their own territory, but they only at 45. So it's 9:26 left in the fourth quarter. So they they got a chance to still put up, another touchdown or some points and make the game even closer. So, but hopefully Penn State can hold on for the upset, man, and those Penn State folks fans can cash in. So that was a big upset today.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at that Phillies Astro game, man. I know they.
Oh man, that was a hell of a game, man. Houston jumped out on them 5-0. I was watching it, man. They jumped out on a 5-0, and Philly came storming back, man, and took it to the 10th inning and pulled it off, man. 6-5. So
okay,
Philly did their thing, man. Underdogs on the road, man. Game 1 in the World Series and pulled it off.
Yeah. They had Verlander on the mound, didn't they?
Yeah, Verlander was he
was able to crack that. They was able to crack that code with that man.
Yeah, after 5 innings, they didn't get shit the first couple innings. he retired the first 6. I mean, he was looking sweet the first couple innings, but as time go on, them hitters, it's only a matter of time, bro. You can't keep throwing that same shit up there, inning after inning. After a while, they done been up there 2-3 times. It's like, I got you this time.
No, they calling that Bama the cheat code though. When he on the mound, man, it's pretty much like
that's what they thought until the 5th inning.
Okay.
So he wound up sitting down, and then it was a wrap after that. So
okay, so I guess the Yankees couldn't figure it out. They couldn't.
Yeah, Phillies,
couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, Philly stepped it up, man.
Shout out to them, man, and gotta get Bryce Harper and the whole crew down there, man. Bryce finally. I watched.
Man, Bryce should have stayed here, man.
They should have kept him. They should have kept him. They should have let him go.
He could have stayed.
They always letting good players go, man. He wanted to stay though. He wanted to stay. He just felt like he wasn't getting no love from the Nationals, man. So I guess they got their chip after the fact anyway. So
as soon as he left,
but that man looking
he knew where he was going. So.
They did a feature on him, man. He the only other phenom other than LeBron James. As far as like if you talk about sports, there's been some, but none of them had the pressure that him and LeBron had on them as being phenoms coming in to being. Both of them was called.
They was young though. That's why.
Both of them.
They was so young.
Yeah, but both of them had that chosen one type of moniker he put on them, and if you look at their careers, parallel. Of course, LeBron got the championships to go with that, but Bryce in baseball, you know how that go. That's a little more of a grind, man. You kind of gotta either.
Yeah, but he only 30 though, so.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. Hey. Some motherfuckers play their whole career and don't get to the World Series.
Right.
So he's at an advantage. Like him being 30 and going this fast. Like, come on, man. This is only his second team. He ain't had to wait and put his dues in that much because he was hurt a lot. So
right.
Yeah, 2 monster years and then. Some so years in between when he was hurt. So I mean, now that he's, healthy and he was on a squad that was already stacked for real. So and now, he pushing them over the top. Like, the boy nice though. I like Bryce. Man, he was a beast when he was here. So
he got that old school type mentality with him, man. He don't want nothing.
I mean, the way he hit though, it's just you watch him at the plate, like it's something about how it's an intelligence thing, man. And it's hard not to swing at certain pitches.
Right.
And to watch him as a young person be as patient as he is at the plate is something special to watch because a lot of young players aren't as patient as he is. And he makes pitches work, man. And if you watch him, I mean, it's a thing of beauty, man. He's like Juan, Juan Soto. He the same way, a young dude, man, that just scared the hell out of pitches because, he's not swinging at anything, bro. You can't just throw anything at the plate and expect me to swing. He get it. So.
You're not supposed to, man.
You gotta be real selective. No, but it's hard to hit certain pitches, especially sliders and certain off-speed pitches that come close to the plate and then break outside. It's hard to lay off those pitches. And when you see these young dudes that I'm talking about at the plate, they rarely fall for that shit.
But see, the one thing I do like is, I always used to look at stuff from a pitcher's mentality, because I used to call myself like a pitcher, but never really played the pitcher position. But I also used to catch and used to play like second base and outfield. So I know the position and the mentality that you got to have going up there. Like you said, you can't be swinging at anything. But the key thing is, man, if you know your zone, you try to stay in the zone and stay disciplined. The whole thing is, as a pitcher, you want to do to come out of that. So you give them certain looks, and then you go with your favorite pitches, but you try to stay out that hot zone of that player or whatever. So I understand all that. So everything you're talking about with him, and then you keep on if you just keep on with the mentality of knowing the position, how the grind be for baseball players and stuff like that, man. It's just a treat to see him kind of get his just due now. And it's not just he getting his just due because people want to give it to him, but he performed very well, man, throughout the whole entire playoff this year. And for them to be in a position, it just kind of represent their city to a degree. I mean, I don't hate Philly as a city, but right now the Phillies representing, and then you got the Eagles looking good. So it kind of make Philly sports right now look good. If the Sixers could kind of join the party, that'll make it even better, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So it's a good look right now for Philly right now, you know what I'm saying. Washington had that same thing going for them a couple of years ago. I think it was like more like 4 or 5 years ago. They had baseball, they had hockey, you know what I'm saying. You just wish at that time the Commanders they would have joined the party, but
hey man, go ahead, man.
It's all good though, man. Good look for Bryce, man. Good look for the Phillies, man. And we hope they challenge the Astros, because the Astros have kind of been walking over everybody, man. On at least on the other side of the American League, man. So it's good to see the Nationals kind of the National League teams, or at least their representative, letting the Astros know they here to play. So that was a good look for them to rally and come back. And hopefully that'll be indicative of the rest of the series, man, which will make an exciting World Series that normally be boring.
Yeah,
so,
it was a good game. It was a good game last night.
All right, man. Jamal Chase, man, got the hip injury. They thought they was going to be able to put him on IR, but he was able to avoid it. So that's a good thing. He ain't going to need no type of surgery or nothing like that. Hopefully rest and therapy, all the treatment that he could possibly get.
Yeah, that John is going to be sore for a minute. He should be all right.
Yeah. But that's going to challenge the Bengals for 4 to 6 weeks, man, to see what they're going to do on offense, man. I know they got some capable players, man.
They already struggling, so shit, that shit going to get worse. It got to get worse. I don't see how you lose Chase and get better.
Yeah, they've been hitting their stride.
Crazy.
They've been hitting their stride.
I don't see how you lose him and get better though.
Right, that's true. That's true.
That shit.
Hey,
like get ugly.
Like you would tell me if it was the Cowboys, man.
Yeah,
you gotta step up, right?
Ugly.
You gotta step up, man. So hopefully, my man Higgins, that high draft pick from some years ago. Hopefully he can step right in there. I think they got Tyler Boyd, right? The other wide receiver.
Yeah, they got Boyd. They got Higbee. They
got Higgins. Your boy Boyd. They starting to run the ball. They starting to run the ball better.
Mixon still there. He ain't. I don't think Mixon hurt.
Man, Mixon been in the mix, man. So the running game been better, and they've been run blocking better. They've been doing better passing the pass blocking. So. But I still don't think he want too many drop. Well, he gonna drop back anyhow. He gonna throw about 35, 40 times a game on the average anyhow. That's just what he gonna do. So they love passing the ball down there in Cincinnati. But hopefully we'll see how things work out with Jamal out of the lineup. Like you said, it can't get better. That man is one of the top wide receivers in the game. So you don't lose.
Exactly.
You don't lose your top player.
But he's a threat, period, though.
Yeah,
so, he commands attention from the defense. So whenever you got somebody like that out there on the field, like it's to your advantage. So missing him, that shit they definitely gonna miss him.
All right, man. Definitely want to get into the NBA last night because, man, it was a
That was
lot.
everybody played last night. It was 11 games last night.
A lot going on, man. But
that's pretty much almost the whole league right there.
See where we want to start at. Let's go with the game we was talking about, man. The Wizards, man. We're gonna start off with the Wizards, man.
Indiana came out torching.
Yeah,
Halliburton, man, was getting busy out there. So.
The man had
Halliburton, Hill.
Halliburton
busy.
Halliburton had 25 points.
Man, he was
2 rebounds.
He got that, man. He could have had way more than that. He wound up chilling.
So he wound up with 25, 2, and 12. And then Miles Turner, who was the leading point getter as far as last night concerned, he had 27, 10, and 2. And
that's crazy.
And Buddy Hill chipped in with 25, 5, and 2. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it wound up being Pacers 127, Wizards 117. Bradley Beal showed up as always. He ended up with 31, 7, and 4. And then Porzingis.
He ain't get a lot of that till the fourth quarter though. So Bill, man.
He was trying to carry him.
Yeah, but it took him a long time to get heated up though. Like I was watching that game last night. Like he was just, it was just slow. Their whole progression, like I said, it looked like their chemistry off. Like you could tell them dudes ain't played together a lot. So
it looked like
they need some time together though to really gel and to play as a team. But like I said, they can shoot. But they just had too many turnovers, too many.
Like you said, you need a little bit more from Porzingis.
Too many issues.
And Kuzma, man. Kuzma had
Kuzma the one that ain't do shit.
Yeah, he had 18, 9, and 3, but you need more than him. You need at least maybe 20, 24, 25.
Yeah, you need something. You need a little bit more from him. Yeah.
Well, I think I agree with that. I think the person we need more from is Hachimura, man. He can't
Hachimura,
he can't. He was 10.
It depends on how many minutes he gonna get coming off the bench.
Yeah, he was 10.
Is he coming off the bench? So
you can't have Bill get more rebounds than you. We need more.
Yeah, he ain't getting no rebounds. That's all it is.
Yeah,
but they not getting no rebounds as a team.
Yeah, they was out rebounded last night.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They get no rebound anyway.
It was out rebounded. It wasn't by that much though. But it's like the guard play got more.
But when you watch it though, you could tell that they got out rebound. You see what I'm saying? From watching the game, you can see them getting out hustled and out rebound.
Yep. So hopefully they'll come back for that. Like I said, Porzingis had 22, 6, and 1. Need some more rebounds, man. Like I said, you can't have Bill being I think Kuzma the one that had the most rebounds with 9.
Yeah, all he had was 9. Ain't nobody had no more than that though. Porzingis ain't had that many rebounds either.
No, he only had 6. Yeah, Bill had 7. And Hachimura, who I'm pretty sure played less minutes than him, almost had the same amount of rebounds as he did. So definitely, I'm looking at the assist line though. That's real low as a team. I think
Hill ain't had no assists either.
That's what it is. He had the most though.
He only had 4.
Yeah, but that's the most from him.
That's terrible though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's terrible. That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's fucking horrible.
That's what I'm saying. As a team, they can't have that's less than 10 from a team. You have,
that's crazy, bro.
Your guard should at least average like 5 to 6 assists by
your
itself.
guard need to have like 9.
Yeah, but I'm talking about on an average, he should have that. The team shouldn't be close to that as a team. That don't make any kind of sense right there. But again, like I said, hopefully next game they'll do better. Don't know when the next game will be. I'll make sure I have that next time. Make sure whatever the next game be for the Wiz, we let y'all know.
I don't think they playing tonight. I don't think we playing tonight. They since they just played. They off tonight, so. Sunday, let's see. They playing Boston in the Garden. 8.5-point underdogs on Sunday. So that's the next game.
Yeah. And
Tatum and the boys.
Then we had another game. We had Atlanta last night and the Detroit Pistons. So that was kind of like the young squad, Detroit, with Cunningham and Bogdanovich. Cunningham kind of, did everything you could possibly do as a young player for his team last night. Of course, you had that. They calling them probably the best backcourt in the league right now with Trae Young and Murray. Both of them had.
They beat them by 24. They got smoked.
Yeah, both of them had good games last night. Trae Young had 36, 2, and 12. So that's exactly what you want from him, man. He giving you assists and giving you points. And then his backcourt mate Murray had 26, 4, and 5.
That's ridiculous, bro. Don't say that like that's normal.
Yeah,
that's not normal.
That's normal.
No, it's not.
That's normal for Trae.
No, it's not.
That's normal for Trae, man.
No, it's not.
That's normal for Trae, bro.
That is not normal, yo. That is not normal stats, guy. All right, everybody listen out there. You see how calmly he said that.
Hey, that is normal. I'm gonna tell you what. Anytime,
not supposed to be getting them type of numbers.
Anytime the other guard, is trying to outshine Trae, yeah, you gonna get them type of numbers. You gonna get them type. Because look, that man had 2 jumpers last night.
No. You get them type of numbers when you play Detroit. That's what happens.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
No. That's what happens. When you play Detroit, you get those type of numbers.
Hey, Detroit. Hey,
I might get dropped 36 against Detroit. Hey, I can suit up and drop 36.
Oh, yeah. Man, don't do that, man. Oh, man. Hey, Detroit, he ain't mean that, man.
That's just insane. Hey, that's ridiculous, bro.
Trae was in his bag.
They gave up 136.
That's kind of like, I gotta look at
that's not normal.
I gotta look at that.
That's above average. That is way above average.
It's definitely above average. But if you, I've been looking at them scores, man. People averaging, I think it's like around 110, 115 a game.
Man, that's way above average, bro. Trust me. I've been looking at this year since the season started. Ain't nobody been scoring no 136 points, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
that's a lot of points.
Them games definitely.
That might be the highest total so far this season, man. What are you talking about?
No, I don't think it is.
Why ain't it?
Look that up.
Why ain't it?
Look it up.
I'm telling you, it's probably because I've been looking at the scores.
I've been looking at the scores too. I know how to say.
Well, ain't nobody scoring no 136 points. Not no one team.
No, I'm talking about as far as both teams.
Money. Nah, I'm talking about one team scoring 136 points. Ain't nobody did that this season. I guarantee you that. What I tell you, Portland 135 against Denver last Monday.
What was the score though? What was Denver's score?
135 to 110. Yeah, that man, ain't nobody scored that many points. That's ridiculous. 137 Dallas put up on Memphis.
What was the Memphis score?
Oh, that's probably the highest right there, 137 to 96.
Oh shit. Okay.
See, they got blown out. Completely.
I think Golden
and
State
San Antonio put up 127. 137 against Indiana.
That was recently?
Last Friday.
Okay.
So
I know.
That's about it. But that's a high ass total. That's three. That's 3 teams that went up there. Yeah, they ain't supposed to be giving up that many points. That's ridiculous.
They've been scoring like that though lately. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, but they lost. Atlanta won that jump 136-112. Man, I had to highlight Cunningham because they said last couple of games he been averaging close to that 35. He had 35, 9, and 8. And then Bogdanovich had put in 22, 4, and 4. And then, the young boy Stewart, who I believe was coming off the bench, he was 17, 8, and 1. So Atlanta was able to go to 4-1 with that win. Yeah. They looking good. I wanted to definitely talk about the Lakers. I ain't want to spend too much time with them.
They blew me. I just knew they weren't gonna go 0-5. Damn if they didn't.
They might go.
That shit blew me, man.
Who knows when they gonna win a game?
And they couldn't even cover, man. They was getting 8.5 points last night. Shit crazy, bro.
So I want to highlight a couple of games.
Man.
I want to highlight the Denver game with Utah, because that was definitely Utah right now, man. They the surprise of the league.
Shit, what about Cleveland, man? Pulled it out. They blew me too.
Cleveland. I guess people been looking at them like they got some pieces. So this year they might kind of
nice, man.
They might do some things.
50.
But Utah, man, they surprising some people, man. And also,
they looking good. They only lost one game.
Yeah, and then Portland as well, man. Portland with
they only lost one game.
They was able to win with Houston. They was running last night too. Like you were saying, them scores, man. You look at the scores. That Utah-Denver game, Denver pulled that joint out 117-101. And then the Portland game last night, Portland was able to pull that joint out 125-111. High scores in that game for the Rockets was Porter with 16, 6 and 4. And then Eric Gordon still in the league, man. Still putting up double figures. He had 18, 3 and 5. Then on the other side of that, you had Simmons leading the way with 35 and 7. And then you had Jeremy Grant with 15, 5 and 4. The bench kind of played a role last night too as well. You had also Nurkic chipping in with 27, 15 and 1. So that was the Portland game. The highlights as far as the Jazz game with Denver, you had the Jazz, their starters kind of on that low end. Marketing, he had the highlight. He been there high, man. Him and Conley. They've been the ones running the ship for the Jazz, man. And then with Denver on the other side, you already know what it is with them. They had Brown been a big pickup, I believe, for the Denver Nuggets, man. And then you got Porter and Jurkovic. Jurkovic had a quiet game last night, man. 12, 10, and 6. You know, that's like some real quiet numbers for him.
He killed me, bro.
And then Jamal Murray chipped in with 13 and assists here and a rebound there. Your man trying to work his way back into to stride with him being out of the league for the last couple of years, man, with injuries and stuff like that. He trying to work his way back. So, good look for him. And then, like I said, man, I wanted to highlight my man Pablo, man. Banchero, man, he's on a historic run as a rookie, man. They played last night. They played the Hornets last night. And you had Pablo with 21, 12, and 7, man. And then his running mate, what's his name? Bamba, I believe that is, 19, 6. And an assist. And then you had Carter Jr., man. Him chipping in with 15, 5, and 4. And then, of course, Von Wagner from Kansas. He chipped in with 13 and 4 assists, man. So Charlotte's struggling, man. 2 and 3. Orlando got their first win last night. But I want to talk about Pablo for one second right here, man. If you talk about big men that started their career off, and I'm going to give you 2 names, man. Alvin Hayes and Oscar Robertson, man. That's the company my man running in right now for a number 1 pick coming into the league, man, with consecutive 20-point games. He's at 6 right now. The company that he's in, that puts him right even with Oscar Roberts when he came into the league, and he 4 shy Alvin Hayes, man. You got to go back to his rookie year in 1968, man, to have a rookie come in the league and have 6 consecutive games of 20 points, man. That's even looking at LeBron, man, when he came in the league. So how you feeling, man? I remember I told you, man, I believe him and a couple other players. I had highlighted Pablo on my alert.
I ain't really get a chance to watch him play all like that yet. So it still remains to be seen for me. So I gotta see more.
You know me. I try not to get credence to nothing
because it's all about the competition and me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you playing against your competition, then that's how I'll judge you. Like if you way better than everybody you playing right now, especially at the high school level or college level, then to me it's a mismatch. Like you don't even need to be out there with them. You see what I'm saying? Like so when he gets to the NBA level and start playing against, people that's on his skill level, then I could judge him better. You know what I'm saying? But if he the best player on the court right now, every time he step out there, there ain't no point in watching what he gonna do, because he gonna torch whoever checking him. So
yeah, I like his mentality though.
So
when you see him, he mix it up down
there.
Yeah,
man. So once he really start playing against NBA players, then we'll see where he really at. So that's how I look at it.
Gotta give your man shout outs too. I don't want to forget the Phoenix game, because I highlighted that last night too as well.
Yeah, they got busy too.
124 to 111 over the New Orleans Pelicans, and the bench had a good game last night, and it is what it is. But I couldn't let this game go without talking about it, because man, you brought them up when we first started talking about the league and who was going to do what. And
they needed a win bad, bro. They was 0-5, Slim. I had them winning. I was like, they can't go 0-6. Like, that's unheard of. The
Lakers, what is going on, man? They lost last
0-5,
night,
bro. Like, how is that possible? I just knew they wasn't going to go
111 to 102, man.
Knew they wasn't going to go 0-5.
Still looking for answers, man. And,
that's crazy, man.
LeBron had 28, 7, and 5. Your boy Westbrook had his best game so far, man. 18, 8, and 3. You had
I didn't get a chance to see it, man, but I was watching the score.
Yeah.
They came back a couple times in that game and tied it up. They tied it up at halftime. They was in it in the third quarter. They had a chance to come back. They just couldn't maintain.
Anthony Edwards, another one of my players, man, that I featured, man, for player to watch this year, man. 29, 4 and 2. And then Gobert, he had a steal late in the game, man.
But I like Gobert. Gobert like that, though. He
20. Now look, this the points is not his stat line. Normally he had like 8 and 20 something, maybe whatever. He averaged 20 rebounds a night, man. I've been looking at him, man. That's crazy, bro. That man averaged 20 rebounds.
He the tallest motherfucker on the court. He better be getting 20 rebounds. He's supposed to be like Worm out there, big Worm.
But his stat line last night was 22, 21, and 2. That's a mean stat line, man. And then Towns chipped in with 21, 8, and 7. Prince had 13 and 5. And then Derrick Russell, they call him the Iceman out there. He had 11, 4, and 7. So that as a whole, man, that was a good game for them. They now 4 and 2, and 5 and 2, and the Lakers are now 0 and 6, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know where you go from there. They keep talking about making trades. They ain't got.
I don't know who
they ain't got nothing.
What?
They ain't got nothing to give, man. They ain't got nothing to give, man.
Yeah, so, I don't know who they gonna trade.
I don't know, man. I look at LeBron talk the other night. Man, headline.
That joke been left.
Hey, that headline.
That joke been left. That joke been left.
Look.
That joke all the way back here.
Hey, look.
That joke start like right here.
Some nights.
That joke start right here.
Some nights that Beijing be there, you can't see the headline.
Hey,
some nights that Joan ain't there, man. So I don't know what's going on, man.
Hey, your man got too much money not to go get some hair, man. Like I know he got enough money to buy some shit to grow his hair back. I know he do. Ain't no way. I already know he do. So that's some bullshit.
Hey, LeBron joined the ball club, man.
Man, nah, man. He got too much money, man.
You can't keep
I know he can buy some kind of hair tonic or some shit there. Oh, he got enough money for that shit. Hey, somebody came up with that shit. I know my man got enough money for that.
Oh my God, man! Every time I see the interview, I be saying, man, what is going on? Every time, man.
That's why do he still wear the headband? I think that's why he still wear
in the interviews he don't be wearing nothing, man. Straight, he be on the straight regular and shit, man.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Maybe he don't care no more, man.
Yeah, he ain't tripping. He a millionaire. He a billionaire now, ain't he? Almost.
I guess.
Yeah, he close. He getting close.
Gotta do something with that though, man.
Yeah, he ain't tripping. He gonna get one of them head club for Man Jones.
He should be the spokesperson then, man.
Yeah, he get him the head club.
He should be the spokesperson, man. Can't keep running out there like that, man.
My man ain't even tripping.
Well,
headline gone.
Don't know what they're gonna do, man, but it is what it is.
I don't know what they're gonna trade. Who they gonna trade?
They don't got nothing to trade. They don't even got no picks to trade. I don't know what they're gonna do. All right, man.
They're gonna be able to do that.
We're gonna look at we're gonna reflect on week 7 and then kind of see where we hit and miss at, and then get into week 8 predictions, and then also my man Dame gonna do his big ticket for NFL locks. So first game we start off on the review for week 7. We got Bears and Patriots. That was the Monday night affair.
That was crazy.
33-14. Patriots wasn't able to really look good. They had started 2 quarterbacks that night. Don't know what the concept behind that is. I was always told if you got 2 quarterbacks, you don't got one. So I don't know what Bill
Well, I think Mac Jones apparently wasn't ready to come back. Maybe, I don't know. The Bears, that shit look crazy, bro.
He shouldn't have been on the field then, man. If he
something going on with him, because he looked like he shouldn't even been out there. So he wasn't ready, or they ain't prep him right, because he looked terrible. So
I'm gonna go ahead and be smart about this too. Even though we play them, they got the number 2 defense in the league, so I don't think that's gonna be an easy jump. But yeah, that's just throwing that out there. But the Bears definitely look like the better team on the field all the way around last week.
Yeah, they punished them. So I don't know what that was about. They look like they ain't even show up. Patriots, I rarely see the Patriots play like that.
Right, a Belichick team
all
looking
the
like that.
turnovers and all of that. They look terrible, man.
See what happened. They've been up and down, man. Some games this year they've been a surprise as far as like how they looking overall, and then some games they're just looking like they ain't coach well or something. I can't believe they not coach well. That I can't believe, but it is what it is. Steelers and Dolphins, man. Your boy Tua came back, and seemed like they were able to feed off him coming back.
Yeah, handle business.
16-10. A lot of injuries on the Steelers side in that game. They lost a couple of more players in that game, so it looked like the season is just spiraling for them, man. They trying to win and trying to stay healthy at the same time. But yeah, it was crazy as far as that concerned. I don't really know. Steelers fans out there, hey, hit us in the chat, man, on our social medias. Let us know what you think, man. Next week we'll try to get some of that feedback in, man, but it's not looking good.
What'd you say about Carolina? Might be a fire sale going on.
Yeah, definitely a
fire sale.
Hey, but look though,
everything must go. Everything must go.
I did pick them for that upset, man. Let's go right to that. Bucks and Panthers, man. 21-3.
Yeah, for fun shit.
New coach.
Getting paid.
New attitude.
Yeah, Bucks terrible, man.
Players traded away.
Get that shit up, man. They tripping.
Still win.
Maybe they can keep it going. Maybe they can win this week and shit. They playing Atlanta and shit.
And then what make it so bad, they blew their ass out.
Niggas ain't even score.
What's up, Tom?
They look crazy.
What's up, defense? They lost their they lost what's the linebacker name, man? I think he gone for the year with an ACL now. So they without I think it's Shaq Barrett. And that was in the same game. And then Mike said he don't got no answers, man. He said it ain't like they ain't out there trying.
Yeah, I think that might be a one-off, though. I think Carolina still some garbage, though.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think that shit did that for real.
So then
I think that was one-off.
So that means is the Bucks
I don't see Carolina all of a sudden winning a whole bunch of games.
I don't see it either, but
just because they beat the Bucks, nah. I doubt that. I think that was a one-off.
So you think the Bucks they're gonna win the division?
I don't know. I thought they would at the beginning of the season, but
because Atlanta won.
It looked like
back.
It's up. That's what I was about to say. It looked like it's up for grabs now if they don't play better.
And then, hey, remember I was telling you that call and that BS that happened in that game might come back and cost Atlanta the division and shit, man. It's crazy, man.
That shit crazy.
It's crazy.
But it might come down to the wire. So
yeah,
they all even. They all even pretty much right now.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy though to think that both the Panthers and Atlanta is one game.
That's crazy, right?
One game back from the division lead.
So look, Tampa Bay fucking around, run off all the rest of these games.
That shit ain't
They're gonna be like, oh no, Tom Brady's the GOAT. He's the greatest ever.
That shit ain't.
Oh, they never lost again after they were 3-5.
I said it here.
Look how great he is.
I'm saying it here too, man. They dead. They dead.
They dead.
They dead in the war.
They ain't gonna make the playoffs.
Nah, man. Tom.
Oh, look. So they not making the playoffs?
Nah, Tom gonna pay for that.
What?
Tom gonna pay for putting that team over his family, man. He gonna pay for that shit.
Wow. Wow.
You can't make them type of decisions, man. And then
so hold up. Out of 8 teams, or what is it, 7 or 8 now? Ain't it 8 now? Did they up it to 8?
Yeah, they ain't gonna make it.
They ain't gonna make it?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
And if they do, they're going out first round.
Wow. Okay.
So I don't really care. I don't really care one way or another. They ain't making no. Tom, hey, I double down on it.
So Tom make it to the Super Bowl, then what?
Tom ain't making it to no motherfucking Super Bowl, man. No prosperity for you, my brother. No prosperity for you, man. All right, Browns and Ravens, man. Your boy pulled the game out, man.
Yeah, that's what he do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what he do.
That's what he do, man. Your boy pulled the game out.
The Superman.
No turnovers. Played within himself, and then got some support from the defense and from that running game, man. So if they can just get some wide receivers to come to the party, man, that'll be even better, man. But yeah, he put the Batman Joan on and was able to get that win, man. They needed it. I think both teams needed it, but I think the
Ravens needed it to stay up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cardinals and Saints, man. High scoring jump, man. And then they made the announcement that Andy gonna be the coach, the quarterback. My bad, man. He's gonna be the quarterback for the rest of the season right now. So
yeah, he look all right. He was putting up numbers.
Jameis thought he had a job though.
So I mean, hey, and he don't like to throw picks as much as your man.
What's going on, man?
He don't like to throw the ball to the opposite team as much as your man.
Well, shit, he threw the ball the opposite in that game. That nigga was 361 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, man.
You hear that 4 touchdowns though? Yeah. Shit. That's how your man was doing.
Hey, so what you saying?
So they gonna take them 4 touchdowns.
You saying if Jameson was in there, the yards would have been high, and the touchdown interceptions would have been reversed?
Probably. He probably would have threw four picks and 3 touchdowns or some dumb shit like that. It ain't no telling, man. Jameis, man, I don't get it, yo.
Oh,
no, his leash short anyway, because he got a reputation for turning the ball over. Andy Dalton doesn't, so.
You think he ever gonna start again, man? It's like we've been waiting.
How old is he now? He in his 30s, right? He in his early 30s. He's young enough to keep playing. He can go somewhere and be on the bench and then get in when somebody get hurt. He's young enough to be on somebody's bench for the next couple years, next couple seasons. Hey, he can mentor one of these young dudes coming up.
Nah, man, I don't want no mentoring from him.
You don't want no mentoring? He's still an NFL quarterback. Somebody let him start more than once, so he's capable. He gotta be capable, or he wouldn't have had a job in the first place. So
I don't want him grooming.
Just because he ain't got better, don't mean he ain't capable. He's capable. He just ain't got no better. So you sit him on the bench, he'll back up. That's what he do. He'll back up. He can sit on the bench somewhere. He can be somebody's second quarterback.
So we start calling him Uncle Jameis.
I mean, hey, why not? Hey, Uncle Jameis. Go on, nigga, Uncle James.
Hey,
Yeah, Uncle, get him some crab legs and shit. Get him some crab legs, man, and
hey,
so
I hear you.
in a 6-pack, so y'all go watch the game together.
I hear you
on Sunday. Uncle be on the sideline though. Uncle be on the
I
sideline.
know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say I hear you. Nigga, you ain't out here though.
He ain't gotta be all the way out there. He can just be the backup, man.
Oh man, Jameson, come on, man. What the fuck is going on? They gave you the keys, man. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, nigga drove that jump, hit a tree.
That's crazy, man.
He got his license revoked.
Oh man, you fucking up, man. You fucking that bag up, everything, man. So Bengals Falcons, man. Bengals was able to pull that joint out.
I know, man.
35.
Gonna do it. They got punished.
I think I picked. I know I picked them. I know I picked the Falcons.
Man, they got the brakes beat off now.
Well, Cincinnati needed to keep that strength going on. So I think record wise,
they definitely needed that, John.
They're at 4-3 now.
Yeah, they definitely needed that, John.
And then the Falcons would have been 4-3 with the win. So people be kind of saying this and that about certain quarterbacks and stuff, man. Mariota, man, you gotta have a better stat line than 8-13 and 124, man. It's what the fuck
that shit was crazy. They like to run the ball.
Yeah, I'm saying
they run heavy like Chicago, man. That's so crazy.
They ain't getting the yards though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So anytime Mariota, your second leading rusher, that's bad.
Yeah, he like to run a lot though. So instead of throwing the ball, he just tucks it and runs with it.
Right, but look, I'm looking at stat line for the receivers. How the fuck Pitts only had 3 fucking receptions?
Right, how many targets though?
London. I don't know how many targets, but I'm just looking
it don't show how many targets?
Nah, London. One
so you gotta see how many targets he getting though.
But still,
these niggas might not be catching the ball. Or he might be throwing the ball all fucked up. It could be inaccurate. It could be anything.
Hey, Slim.
So,
but look, between Bird, Pitts, and London, they got 5 fucking receptions. Man.
It's something not working about the passing game if they don't even want to try. So it's something not working. So they either max protect something. They need to figure out something, but trying to not throw the ball ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna win those games not throwing the ball. So.
Figure that shit out, man.
You're
right there. The division is there for you to snatch that jump, man. The fucking Buccaneers looking like shit. The Saints looking like shit. You're right there, man. You can just take the division, man. If you just make a couple of little moves, maybe run the offense a little better. You got to be able to open it up more. Like you said, if you're going to win games, you can't be throwing the ball that many damn times. I mean, that least of times. I'm looking at his attempts. His attempts ain't even high.
He ain't throwing the ball. They ain't want him to throw it. They don't want him to. They not asking him to. That's what you want him to do. They ain't asking him to get the little ball. He doing what they ask him to do. Run that shit. Just run it. If it ain't there, tuck it and run. Don't even try to throw it. Don't even throw it into traffic. Just hold that motherfucker, keep it and run.
Hey,
that's what they tell them to do.
Dang, me and you, man. We come on, keep it a buck, man.
Throw that jump.
If that was our quarterback,
he want to keep his job this time.
I'll be screaming at the damn TV, man. What the fuck am I watching, man? I'm not watching this shit.
He want to keep his job.
Fuck that job, nigga. I want to win. I'm watching.
I'm
paying tickets to come see the.
Nah, we ain't going to see
that. Man, I don't want to see that.
We ain't going to see it.
I don't want to see that, man.
No, we definitely not.
I'm just talking about if I'm a fan, if I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan.
We're not going to see him.
I want to see my quarterback drop back more than that many times, man. Like, what we doing, man? If y'all scared to let the man throw a little bit, why try to go out there and win games then, man? You ain't trying to win games.
Running the ball with Cordell.
Okay. He wasn't even in the game. He didn't even play. So I don't even get this shit. They got the dude Algeria, the rookie dude. He had 16 carries, but if you look at it, 16 carries ain't that much for real.
Yes, it is. That's a lot in the NFL lately. Nowadays,
man, you ain't
I've been looking at the numbers, and I'm gonna tell you, just from looking at all the numbers, the average running back is getting maybe 10 carries. And out of those 10 carries, depending on how the game going, you're not getting no more unless y'all winning. So unless you in the lead and you need to milk the clock, you're not getting more than those 10 carries. So, and if you're not averaging 4 or 5 yards a carry, then you definitely ain't getting the ball, because now the coordinator like, nah, we need to score points and sort of get chunks of yardage, and you only can do that by passing. So most running backs, if by that 10th carry, if they don't have 40, 50 yards, they not getting no more carries, because 9 times out of 10, y'all behind in the game. You see what I'm saying? So when you start looking at stat lines, the running backs that got a high number, 10 plus carries, they normally got over 70, 80 yards. You see what I'm saying? They averaging a high amount of yards per carry, because that's the only way you're going to keep getting fed the ball is if you got a high average. You don't see no more of that 20, 25 carries, 4 yards a carry, 3.5 yards. You don't see that no more in the NFL. So it's them first 10 carries, and them first 10 carries ain't successful. 9 times out of 10, the rest of the game they're gonna be passing.
You know what I'm looking at? I done looked at 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I looked at the Raven game. Both of them. And
they like to run.
Yeah,
they like to run.
All right, and then I'm looking at the Panthers and Bucks game. Right, the
teams that like to run.
The Bucks didn't run the ball like that though. In that game.
They don't really run. They a passing team. So,
and then, but they like to run the ball. They
will run the ball when they up. You see what I'm saying? When they up, when
the running game is working. Because
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Them first 10 carries, he got 60-something yards. Guess what? Get more carries.
Guess what the common factor is in both of them games? And remember, the Panthers just traded away their star run. Yeah, they ran the ball more. They got more yards. Granted, they got more yards, but I'm looking at the attempts. The attempts is way more. It's double. It's double with the Bucks.
Right.
Every game that the team running the ball, they win.
Right.
All the other games, I'm just looking on here, the attempts and stuff. I hear what you're saying. It makes sense, but at the same time, it's like it gotta be a mentality. Even I know this from watching the Cowboys and the Redskins.
Yeah, you gotta make it successful.
You got to keep running the ball, even if the game close. You got to keep, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna be predictable right there. And if you lose,
that's when you just said the key thing though of the game close. When you gotta look at the scores of these games, like a lot of the scores gonna dictate whether they run the ball or not. And most coordinators can't afford to try to slow walk it, especially in the second half. So you see what they do. They abandon the run completely and go to throwing the ball and try to get chunks of yards, because that's the quickest way to score. Like whether you believe in it or not. Well, you can't say it don't work all the time.
Look, if it works.
What team is going to be patient in the third or fourth quarter and they down a touchdown or two trying to run the ball? They not going to do it, because the time it's too much time being chewed up.
You ain't going to win.
Because that means you guaranteeing that you're going to score. You don't know that you're going to score. Yeah, so if you get down there and don't score, and you done ran the ball 10 times that series, or 6 times that series and chewed up after the clock, you get down there and don't score. Now you done probably lost a possession maybe, because you done chewed up too much clock.
Come on, Dave.
And not scoring. And not scoring. You got to score, though.
You ain't thinking like that. You thinking you going to score. That's why you're driving
you thinking you going to score, but realistically, what's more likely?
I can live with that. I can live with if we drive down there and we.
So you can live with driving,
but I can't live with you chucking the ball all over the place, and we don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't get nothing because you try and get back. No, I can't live with that shit. That don't even make no sense right there, man. You got to at least get especially if your defense keeping you in games. That's what you want to do. You want to keep the game close. So how you keep the game close? You run the ball. That's how you manage.
That's how you manage close, though. You assuming that the game is close.
Hey, if I'm down,
just like in the case of the Commanders, these dudes was down 3 touchdowns in 3 different games before halftime. Like, how you gonna tell them to keep running the ball? It's gonna be hard for them to do that, because it's not gonna make sense for them to try to keep running the ball down 3 touchdowns in one half of football. Like, it's just not possible.
I guess
unless you break one, you break a long run.
I guess
break a 60, 50-yard run. Like, that's possible, but
that's possible.
How likely
is that? Yeah, that's true. That's true. But look, how likely is that your ass keep chucking the fucking ball up? We out the
you
game.
Get a pass interference. It's a whole lot of shit that happens when you throw the ball, especially nowadays.
That's like
in
a whole
the
lot
NFL.
That's like a whole lot if.
But it's possible though. It makes it possible.
If
Running the ball, you definitely ain't gonna come back and win running the ball. 3 down, 3 touchdowns. No, you're not. Unless you got Bo Jackson. Unless you play a Tecmo Bowl and you got Bo Jackson.
Country. Sound like Bronco country football, man. Hey, we ain't doing nothing but kicking field goals, man. Let's chuck the ball up, man. Russ, let's let Russ cook, man. Hey, Russ ain't been cooking all year.
That's what you got him for, so he can put the chef apron on. That's his job. He cook and get in the kitchen and cook. He eat some shit. That's all.
Work on them ingredients first.
Work
on that shit first.
Fell off. That's all.
Crazy, man.
The man was falling off in Seattle. That's why your man let him go.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, man. It's crazy. Like we sitting there talking. We sound like coaches, right? We sound like what we hear the commentators. Look, the commentators be saying the same shit me and you saying, right? Why is we chucking the ball all over the place? Why are we dropping back this many times? Why we stop running the ball? And if you look in them same games, the team either be losing like shit, right? I'm talking about at the end of the game. If you look at the end of the game. But if you look, they had chances, right? You had chances, but I think that's a mirage. I done seen this shit too many times. I don't watch when we had bad play calling with Gard in there and shit like that. Supposed to be a genius on offense and all that. And what the fuck I used to tell you, he keep doing. That nigga will run the ball, and then by the second quarter, third quarter, all that nigga want to do is drop back. Next thing
because I'm trying to tell you,
that shit don't work.
That's the revolution of the game, though.
That shit don't work, man.
It's to try to score more points. Hey, that's the whole point.
If you don't got Mahomes back there, you don't got hey.
Ain't nobody got Mahomes back there, but Kansas City.
So, hey, look, the Cowboys.
How you
get
Cowboys,
right?
Back there?
The Cowboys, right? Last year, even with Amari in there. And I'm going to tell you something. Hey, Dame, them last moves I was telling you about, man, with us picking up Dorrance Armstrong for 2 years, right? Gave him a 2-year extension. That was the person that was supposed to be replacing Randy Gregory. I just looked at his stats this morning. Randy Gregory got hardly no sacks, only played 4 games this year, right? He injured. What the fuck he used to be? Injured all the time, right?
Right, that's what he do.
Nigga did that fucked up shit with us, went to Denver. Now how that shit looking? Just think about their moves. They got Randy Gregory, Russell fucking Wilson. What the None of that shit ain't panning out.
They thought they was doing something, though.
None of that shit ain't panning out, man.
Yeah,
and then they talking about trading Chubb too, man. Bradley Chubb, the linebacker, man.
Yeah, they thought they was doing something.
Jerry Jeudy, his name keep coming up and fucking.
That's the only asset they got. That's the only person they got that somebody might want.
Hey, man.
That's why.
Stop trading our future away for this bullshit, man. I don't understand these teams, man. And some of these teams don't make no fucking moves. So, as much as I can't stand Philly, I gotta say that their fucking general manager, man, said that nigga be making all the fucking moves.
Yeah,
I think he could want a team to make. He making them, man. So I ain't hating on him.
Busy.
I ain't hating on him. But what people don't realize too is they lost their linebacker, their edge rusher for the year.
Yeah,
so it wasn't like they went out and got my man for just to add him to the stack. No, they got him because
they need him.
They needed him, right? So they went out and made a move. So I think that's people ain't looking at that shit, man. Real quick, man, we're gonna get into that Commanders Packers game, man, which we both picked, and I was confident. I was saying that shit the week before.
Yeah, I think we both kind of felt like Washington was gonna win that game. Just because of the way the Packers was playing. But I told you Taylor Heineke was going to bring something different to the offense. Anyway,
I like him. I always liked him.
So, yeah, he knows the offense a lot better than Carson Wentz did anyway. So, with those weapons, he shouldn't have had no problem with that defense. And he started off kind of slow, but, he stepped up, made some plays at the end of the game, got it to my playmakers that I was talking about, Antonio Gibson and McLaurin, like he's supposed to. Did what he's supposed to, and they stepped up.
What I say stat-wise, if you look at his stat line, he was 20 for 33, 201, 2 touchdowns, interceptions. You'll take that, right?
I'm gonna have to, but that 201 deceptive because he ain't getting most of that shit to the end of the game. He looked like some shit early in the game, so
yeah, but that
he
was
need to play a lot better than that, man.
That was his first game.
Yeah, but he was looking way too slow. Like he hadn't been playing. Period.
He haven't.
Nah, the nigga played in the preseason. He shouldn't have looked that fucking bad. He looked bad.
Man, the preseason ain't shit, man.
I get it, but that's still game speed. Like he looked like he wasn't even ready for game speed, like type shit. Like, he looked bad.
He playing against the starters.
Now he's starting with the starters. He better look way sharper than that shit starting off in this next game. So.
Hey, I'd take that because I'm looking at fucking Aaron Rodgers.
201. He should have had way more than that.
Look at that.
He should have had way more than 201.
Look at Aaron Rodgers' stat line though. Same, almost.
But
the
our
same.
defensive line like that though.
Okay, but still,
our defensive line
he played adequate. If you're gonna look at the position, Heineke versus Rodgers. Rodgers was 23 of 35, 194, under 200, 2 touchdowns.
Right, our defensive line stepped up. Our defensive line like that though.
He played like some shit.
Heineke should have had more than that. Is what I'm saying.
Okay,
like he had more opportunities to get. Our defense affected Rodgers more so than Rodgers just looked like some shit. Like, I think our defense stepped up. Like, their secondary played better. St. Juice had another good game. Like, the defensive line was all over his ass, constantly moving him off the spot. So, I think our defense affected Rodgers more than Heineke just went out there and, the Packers had him frustrated. Nah, he missed a whole rack of shit. He was throwing shit behind people. Like, he could have had a 300-yard game for real. Like, and the only wild with barely 200 yards because he got that shit at the end of the game. In the fourth quarter. Because I was watching it the whole time. Like, this nigga barely got that 200. He got that shit at the end of the fourth quarter with them last touchdowns. So, Heineke need to do a little better than that. I was expecting a little bit more from him. I mean, I liked what he did, but he started off too slow.
Hey, man, I'm not going to give Rodgers a pass. The niggas always giving him
I ain't giving him no pass.
Yeah.
I said our defense put the clamps on him to me.
He look like some
I like
shit.
Our defense. I like our defense
shit.
against him.
And then I'm looking at the rushing yards, man. This shit is pathetic. 12 rushing yards between Dillon and Jones. I mean,
they can't.
I'm talking about not yards. I'm talking about attempts.
Yeah, that's about how many running backs get. I'm trying to tell you. And if he ain't getting no yards, he not getting no more. And our defense shut that shit down. So why keep giving him the ball? He had how many yards or 12 carries? You gonna keep giving him the ball? Come on, bro.
I'm talking about all together between Jones and Dillon, man.
And how many yards did they have out of them 12 carries?
Dillon had 4 yards a carry.
That's why he ain't getting no more.
4 attempts.
That's why he ain't getting no more.
No, they do.
That's 16 yards on 4 carries. That's not enough.
Okay. That's their strength, though.
What you mean? How is that their strength? Their
strength is running the ball.
No, it's not. You tripping.
Okay.
The Packers?
Yeah.
No. Since they lost their wide receivers, you can say that, but they've never been a running team.
Nah, they be throwing the ball
too much. They're a passing team.
Yeah, they are. But
they're a passing team. They only successful running when they can scare you with the pass, when people don't expect them to run. No, they've never been good at running. Come on now. They ain't never been ranked high running. Don't do that. No, let's not do that. The Packers a good running team? No. Yeah, they've had good running games.
They got two good backs back there, and they
do, but
that's why they losing.
They can't run.
That's why they losing.
They not good at running.
That's exactly why they losing. They trying to force a pass game. Your man still think
that's what they built.
Your man still think he earned Rodgers from 3-4 years ago.
He is. He just say Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
He just say Aaron Rodgers.
All right.
He just got a ponytail now. That's all.
Okay.
Motherfuckers got a ponytail now.
Hey, they ain't gonna do shit either. People waiting for them to wake up. They're not that good, man. Just keep that shit a buck. That defense supposed to be. I'm talking about. They was talking about their defense they're gonna be the number 1 fucking defense in the NFC this year.
Yeah, well, that shit on paper though. It look good on paper.
That shit looked good supposed to be last 2 years it's supposed to be.
That shit look good on paper.
And they drafted 3 top fucking players on defense the last draft.
I mean,
your defense supposed to get better.
You would think.
I know who they missing. Ain't nobody talking about that shit. He in Minnesota now. I know who they missing. That nigga was a dog.
Mm-hmm.
They missing that dog, man. They ain't gonna admit that shit. They let motherfuckers walk out the door. They could have kept your man.
Yeah.
They could have kept the wide receiver, man. They let him walk out the door, man. You get that man money. Fuck all that shit. Money will keep a nigga. They ain't want to pay him. They was worried about Rodgers.
I was about to say they was
worried about Rodgers. So my man said, you know what? Deuces. I'm out of this joint.
They ain't want to.
Yeah. Colts, Titans, man. I'm going to give props where props due at. You kind of called it. I didn't see it coming. But the benching of Matty Ice, I ain't going to say it's all on him because the coach did acknowledge the fact that they put him in a bad situation. The offensive line been on decline for the last 2 years, and they haven't addressed it. So they thought that the line would be decent enough for Ryan to come in and be effective. But so I've been looking at him.
Same thing happened last year, though.
He been sacked and hit the second most time in the league.
It's the same thing with Carson Wentz. That's why he got punished last year at the end of the year because they had offensive line trouble. It's the same offensive line. So you blamed it on Carson Wentz. I mean, he ain't mobile anyway. So Matty Ice ain't no more mobile than he is.
We ain't even gonna try to make it seem like.
No, that they had offensive line troubles last year. Yes, they did.
They ran the ball last year. They not running the ball this year.
They still had offensive line issues last year. They couldn't pass block worth shit. So they had a good ass running back, but they couldn't pass block. He was getting hit last year. What's his name? Wentz was getting punished last year. He got sacked probably the most times last year. Fucking with that offensive line. That offensive line wasn't good. Don't do that. Nah, that offensive line was some garbage last year. So I don't know why they surprised that their new quarterback getting his head knocked off because the old quarterback was getting his head knocked off.
They not benefiting from a running game or the defense playing good at all. At least the defense and the running game.
The defense used to be good. So,
used to be.
They fell off.
They fell off like a mother.
Yeah, the defense definitely fell off. So.
They fell off like shit.
Yeah, the defense definitely fell off. I mean, that shit frustrating though. You keep saying the offense go on there and not do shit. Motherfucker, every 3 downs, you gotta run back out on the field.
Nah, man.
Tired of shit.
Nah.
You like, man, fuck. I was like, you just came over this motherfucker, man. What the Gatorade at? I ain't even get a chance to get no Gatorade.
Hey, both people
can't sit down this shit.
Both people can't be looking at each other.
Nigga can't even sit down.
Both units saying the same shit.
Hey, y'all nigga can't even sit down.
Y'all stop somebody?
Nigga can't even sit down.
Nah, we can't stop nobody. And y'all can't score. So what the fuck? We both ain't doing our job.
Motherfucking defense looking at niggas like, damn, we was just out there.
And the offensive line looking like, nigga, you better shut up and sit your ass down. Y'all motherfuckers ain't stopping nobody.
Y'all need to get a first down so we can get a fucking breather. Shit. Shit. Nigga, if you get a first down, nigga, we get a breather. Shit.
My God.
We might have some fresh legs in the fourth.
Can you imagine that sideline?
Yeah, you know that shit. You know,
all right, man, we on the field too much. All right, can y'all stop somebody? What the fuck?
What difference do it make if I'm gonna give you the ball and 3 plays later we back out on the field? Shit,
and the coach looking like, damn, I thought this year was gonna be better than this. This shit look like last year.
Oh, same old shit.
Oh man. So yeah, the owner. I heard that came from the owner too. You know that nigga. That nigga telling niggas.
I'm quite sure he blown. Why would he be happy? He got rid of one mess and inherited another. So
they gave that nigga 35 mil.
Something stupid.
20, I think 26 or something. 26 or something.
You're stealing money and shit.
Oh my God, man. This shit is hilarious, man. We ain't even got
I wish I was in shape to get out there so I can get hurt. I get in shape just so I go get hurt and shit. Get paid.
Oh my God, man.
Run on that joke. Play one game. It hurt. Shit.
Oh man, but look at Matt Ryan's stat line. It's better than Aaron Rodgers' stat line. 33 or 44. 33 or 44. 243 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
He threw the ball 44 times though.
Yeah. So I keep telling you, why are we doing that, man? Why we doing that, man?
Because you paid him $35 million. That's why they doing it.
So is money over opportunity to win?
Yeah, because if he making that kind of money, he need to be able to throw the ball.
So I already know what the coach thinking.
Yeah, you gotta throw the ball.
That's fucked up, man.
Simple as that.
That's fucked up.
You making too much money to be sitting back there handing the ball off, bro.
Hey, man, look.
Nah,
buddy. The nigga you need to hand the ball off to, that nigga had 10 carries, averaging 6 yards a carry.
All they getting is 10, so they must have been losing. Because all he got was 10.
The score was 19 to 10.
Right, they was
that
losing.
Was the final score.
They was losing. They stopped running the ball. They was losing.
I'm looking at the box score, man.
He got the 10. He got the 10.
Right.
He got the 10 carries. And then they was losing, so they stopped running the ball.
Okay.
I'm just telling you how it went down.
Okay.
So you can say they should have kept running all you want to, but I'm telling you why they didn't.
That's why
and he was averaging 6 yards a carry.
And
that don't even make sense, right?
Oh,
exactly. The game, time running out.
Exactly.
Time running out.
So
can't afford to run the ball.
Dang, we gotta stop. We gotta stop with this analytical shit and play the game.
Can't afford to run the ball, man.
Got to, man.
You down 9 points. You gotta score twice. How you gonna run the ball? You ain't got time.
You had 2 quarters to get more than that.
Nah, you ain't got time to run the ball. Not if you losing. You down 2 touchdowns. Or a touchdown in the field goal. You gotta throw the ball. I'm just telling you, they paid the man $35 million. He need to throw the ball, especially when we losing. Nah.
Okay. I don't see that shit resulting in a win. That's what I'm saying.
I don't see how you gonna keep running the ball if everybody know he gonna get the ball.
Yeah, if you
how you gonna disguise him getting the ball?
If you drop it back that many times,
if he the biggest weapon on the field, then every time he lined up behind him, if I'm a linebacker, I'm thinking he's about to get the ball.
I ain't even playing to run. If you drop back that many times on the defense, I'm just saying, man, let's get to him, man. That's all I'm thinking about. Fuck the run. I ain't thinking about stopping the run. This nigga dropping back.
If he got 6 yards of carry, they was thinking about the run. Yes, they was.
Okay.
That's why they couldn't run. Trust me, he would have got more carries if they was winning. He got the 10. He did his job. He got them 10 carries, and then they was losing, and then he had to try to score to keep up.
Dang. 16 points.
Mm-hmm.
19 points. That's a lot of fucking points.
I mean,
a lot of fucking points.
3 touchdowns.
Raiders, Titans, man. Texans. I don't know why I keep
okay.
Raiders,
Texans,
38-20.
They tried.
They got their second win. Your boy your boy David Mills, 28, 41, 302 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Mm.
And what happened? They lost too.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders
can't go against them.
Raiders. David Carr, 21-27, 241, 1 touchdown. But Jacobs, they gave that ball to him 20 times.
Yeah, he get busy though.
7.2 yards a carry.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, but that's still. I'm looking at the other back. He averaging 6.7.
Right.
But they only gave the ball to him 3 times.
Well, who else if he got 20, then the other one got 3. That's how many more carries he gonna give out? It ain't but so many carries in the game. It ain't so many plays.
Hey, that's
I'm telling you what the average is. The average is about 10.